Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Penguin Academy game analysis for the Team England Virtual Grand Tour. This time up, representing Team England, we have Purple Goo, and he is playing Onions after playing Humans for the first two rounds, I think. And representing Team Scotland, we have Garlack and Necro. Again, two of the more popular teams. Lots of the popular matchups happening in these rounds. We'll see what they've both brought with them when they start setting up on the pitch. So the Pro Elves have brought the stack of dodge, dive, and tackle. I don't like it. Oh, he's playing onions. Um, I don't like the dive and tackle stack. Like it can cause problems, but mostly for bad players, which I don't think you should be looking. Like you can beat bad players without this. You should be looking for things that help you against the better players. Oh, I was gonna say, well, I like the setup. He's spreading out, and then he just randomly changed to basic bitch at the end. Because you can't skill them all up, and they're expensive. Basic, so it's normally just money issues why people end up with certain players and not. So I think if you take a catcher, you're down like a bench or something. So it's three fits in the money. I'm assuming that's what it is. I can't be asked to check. So I don't like basic bitch as a setup. Like it's not that it has problems. It doesn't really. Like it just also has no benefits, no like, upside. If you get a blitz, all of your players are in the middle and have to go the long way around anyone. Like it's just lame. Yes, Team England. This is a Team England Penguin Academy, and Team England are the Pro Elves. Let's. I mean, Jock, if you watch this, please, for the love of God, teach. Just tell your players to set up properly. Like, there's no reason to have this bad a setup against Pro Elves, right? If you get blitzed on here, you just lose. I guess I'll show one. Like, so you can hit. Like, I mean, also you've set up to do blockless blocks on the LOS. Like awful. Uh, so the fleshies can hold the outside. If you don't want to get the wolf blocked, that's okay. You can put the wrestle ghoul on the LOS to punch someone. So you can block with both wraiths and the wrestle ghoul for three safe blocks, and then you can last action blitz with a flashy or whatever on one of these wings. So the flashy should be holding the outside, and then there should be some chevrons to stop, and then you can just have the ghoul back. I'm fine with just having the ghoul back. Also, I like my ghoul one behind the middle because movement 7 um, means you can reach the LOS from one back. But this is shit. No, like in every way possible. It's no defense against a blitz, and you've set up to block without block on the LOS, which is just shit, isn't it? And again, the first thing we do is start rolling dice. Just people just can't wait to roll those dice. Now you can realize now you haven't been blitzed on. The ball is in the middle. You can move these zombies. You can move whoever isn't going to blitz. The wrestle and the block. You can like chevron, like three chevrons at least, so you can cover one side completely. The ball is on the right, so you can do two chevrons over here. And that completely like defends that. I didn't see who got the -1. This zombie. And then one chevron over here on the left, and the pro elves have to go all the way around. The ball is slightly to the right, so that's what I would do before I rolled a single dice. Because this, like, it doesn't happen very often at all, like one in over 1,000 games. But the more games you play, the more likely, obviously, it's going to happen. You're going to play 1,000 games in your life, it's going to happen to you. You can just open with quads. If you've set up properly, and you've completely screened and the fleshies are here, and then you leave the guy who's going to blitz, who's probably the wraith behind there, you can even just eat a dub skulls on the LOS. I mean, I'm not suggesting that you do, but it gives you the option too if you want to. Which, especially if you were to reroll Necro, you might want to. But you can't eat the dub skulls here, can you? Because your team is just shittily placed. Okay, are you... What? Straight 1 in 9 pickup with 0 coverage. Like, all of those elves are in your backfield immediately if you 1 in 9 that pickup. There's a zombie protecting, and then you got elves here. So if you fail the next pickup, you have to re-roll that as well because you got elves in scoring range. You've protected nothing. You could have blitzed. You could have just blitzed with the wraith first. You haven't moved anyone. Everything's wrong. So this is the problem, right? I'm not like, if Garlack watches this, right? To learn from this, you have to unlearn how you've been playing Blood Bowl. Like there's no nice way around that, right? What you're doing is incorrect. You need to start again and unlearn all of the shit that you're currently doing, because this is just bad. And that's the only way to get better. You have to unlearn the bad habits. What you should be doing is stopping the pro elves from entering the field. If you run everyone back now, all you're doing is inviting the pressure. Yes, full marks for symmetry. If only that was relevant. Not even blocking diagonally or anything. Like, you didn't even maximize blocks. That's the thing, right? That's it. I mean, that's another thing, isn't it? Like, you had a shit anti-blitz defense, and you did, like, to balance it out, you also had a shit LOS. You didn't heavily go on the LOS to block diagonally to try and maximize chances of damage. That, at least you could...
Insert Artemis promoting his coaching sessions here.
I mean, I wasn't going to, but yeah, like, you could absolutely get better with, like, an hour from me. But yeah, like, if you'd lined up, like, 6 on the LOS and had a weak anti-blitz wing, so you could guarantee diagonal blocking and more likely get the knockdown on the armor 7 pieces because you've assessed that you are the underdog in this matchup, that's okay. Like, at least I wouldn't agree with it, but at least there was thinking behind it. You got, like, some kind of trade-off for a shit defense. You didn't even get that. You're blocking forward without block. Why wasn't that the blitz? Now I'm very worried about where this wolf is going.
Insert fee me telling everyone for £200 he will sit there and say nothing.
Like you can see that's a 2 into 1 block, right? You're also just for no reason blitzing with the wolf, with whose claw doesn't affect them anyway. So you're risking your own wolf on a 2 into 1. You're also going to end up based. So now you either have to do a dodge afterwards, which is what we call a classic necro blitz. And I can assure you that that's not complimentary. Yeah. There we go. Full necro blitz on turn 1. Everything that you think about Necro is wrong, Garlak. You need to literally start again from the start.
For an extra £300 I will be there offering my full support.
And the weird thing is, anyone can do that. Me and Jim were talking about it yesterday. Anyone can do that. Whenever I coach people, I tell people the same thing. I can make anyone a 60% coach. Anyone. Well, anyone that I take on coaching. Obviously, if you've got some kind of mental retardation or you have no interest in learning at all, I can't make you a 60% coach, right? But if you're just a regular dude who's bad at Blood Bowl, I can make you a 60% coach. I can't make people 75% coaches, right? Because that requires strategic thinking that is individual to each person. But I can make you a 60% coach just by removing all of the stupid shit things you do. That's enough. So the 60% coach is everything, Prank. 60% coaches win tabletop tournaments. These people are tabletoppers. That's all that matters. Tree is a 65% coach. She goes 6-0-0 at Thread Bowl. She comes third at the NAFC. This, you only need to be a 60% coach. That's good enough. At tabletop, that puts you in the top ranks. You just have to not be shit. Just remove all of the shit things. Set up properly. Learn good turn ordering. Do just comprehensive normal drives. And you will be a 60% coach. You will just win enough that you can do well at tabletop tournaments. And don't think that these people who are being touted as some of the greatest tabletoppers of all time and still just roll dice before moving players aren't the same. You can easily be this good. I'm not saying you can only be a 60% coach, Prank. I'm saying I can get you to 60 and the rest of the stuff is on you, right? I can help you get higher if you're capable of getting higher. But that requires a certain way of being able to think, which is, it's the same as you can teach anyone to play the piano, but you can't teach everyone to be a concert level pianist. Some people are just better at music than others. Same thing. Some people are just better at strategic games than others, and that you can't teach that part. So everyone has a cap of how good they can be. You don't know where that cap is until you try, right? But everyone has a cap of how good they can be. And some people's cap is not going to be as high as like 75, 80%. It's just not. But you have to be terabad for your cap to not be 60%. Yes. So there are caveats to this. If you're watching, like, I don't care. I'm going to leave this in the VOD, right? There are caveats to this. The first thing is you have to want to get better and you have to be willing to put in the work to get better. Like, both of those things are necessary. And most people don't care enough. They would like to be better. As Jim keeps pointing out, it's like people would like to not be fat. But not being fat, requires effort. Not eating pies and doing some exercise. That seems like too much for most people for the payoff. Like
I want to be the very best, like no one ever was. To do safe moves first is my real quest. The coaching is my cause.
Hey. Like, most people are not going to do that trade-off. To be better at Blood Bowl, you got to practice. You got to listen to someone and you got to drill in the basics, right? If you don't do that, it's not going to happen. Also, it's not going to happen if you play subpar teams. It's much easier to learn on a team that isn't going to let you down by virtue of being a shit team, as often as shit teams do. Like, you see people all the time. Someone was in Fumble recently, like, talking about, well, I don't know how I'm going to do this. And then you look at what he's playing, and it's like 80% of his games are with ogres. I mean, step one, mate, is stop playing ogres. Nobody's going to learn Blood Bowl playing ogres. So I'm sorry. Honestly, genuinely, if you're watching this, Garlack, I'm sorry. This wasn't really about you. It was just talking in general. But, like, you are on a squad representing a national country. So I feel like you're fair game to talk about this. And don't think that this makes you, like, a joke or anything. Trust me, you are far from alone in these games. I mean, there's no strip ball because he's used it for diving tackles, so I guess it's not too bad here if you roll a 1 in 9. It's not great, but it's not too bad, is it? Because there's no strip ball. He absolutely didn't. He was terrible. He got better playing rats. Okay, so what are you going to do here if you're the Pro Elves? Not a lot, really. This is the problem. This is the problem with, like, the diving tackle build of Pro Elves. You don't have any agency. You're just hoping for your opponent to screw up. Which, not an unreasonable hope in these games. But you don't have anything to go for the ball, especially in a lot of these matchups like this, where the opponent doesn't have sure hands. A strip ball would be considerably better, considerably more useful. Like, it's too easy to clear a diving tackle, single diving tackle piece. Like, even if you manage to get it on the ball. So the Necro's job, if the Onions are going to play just, keep away, the Necro's job is to safely smash into them. Utilize the guard and the strength 4 and smash into them and force them to move back every turn. And hope you get some removals or damage with the Mighty Blow tackle along the way. So the 2 stacks that I think are good on the Pro Elves are Wrestle Strip and Dodge Frenzy on a Blitzer. Obviously, Dodge Frenzy, awful in this matchup, right? But Wrestle Strip, great in this matchup. And then in other like matchups, Frenzy great, Wrestle Strip bad. I think technically you can have both. Like, I don't know what you lose to have 2 stacks. No, I've just said I don't think it's very good at all. I think Diving Tackle is just hoping for a shitter. A singular Diving Tackle just too easily cleared from wherever you put it. That's what I said, Jim. No, it doesn't. They just ignore it, PC. Like, it's not like Frenzy at all. Frenzy, at least if people remember it exists, it keeps them away from the sideline. Nobody gives a shit about Diving Tackle. They just deal with it whenever it lands somewhere. Okay, so far so good for the Pro Elves. Haven't taken any removals from the armor breaks, not all the mighty blows, so going well for them. So this is where you jam in, right? This is, again, you just claim some space here. The ball should come back central. The fleshies should jam in here, probably in here. The blitz, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the blitz is this outside one. The ball stays back behind the second screen in case the flashies go down. And you just keep forward there. So the ball stays 1 south of the halfway line. The blitz is this guy. The flashies step forward and they're backed up by like a zombie or whatever. Guard stays at the back to stop a 5+1 dice. You just got to claim some space. Every turn you got to claim some space. If you're not doing any damage, you've got to try and bully some space. Because it's a softer target. If you try to blitz the wrestler and you roll a 1 in 9, you can't afford to re-roll it. So the softer target is better, more chance of knocking it down, therefore more chance of a stun or a removal, meaning next turn's defense is more difficult for the Pro Elves. When there's soft targets that also are decent positionally, you're better off blitzing a soft target. Okay. You don't put the ball next to screen if you're basing the screen. And this is the part. He's blitzing the wrestler. If he rolls a 1 in 9, or even a dub skulls right now, he can't do anything about it, right? Has to re-roll. Another 1 in 9, but he has to re-roll the dub skulls. And the 1 in 9 sucks. Could have come out wider. Could have come around the top and come over here, or even out on the width here. I guess if he goes out on the width, the problem is he could get blitzed. You don't really want your wolf blitzed in a 1 wolf build. But So I like the guard here, 1 over, because it's basing 2, and then you could even put a zombie there. Like the one that just moved, you could put it there, because that's just a 1 dice then. And there's no real way to make it a 2 dice. So no reason at all here, just giving up 2 dice blocks. Just literally no reason at all. I don't think he can do anything clever with chains, can he? He can, but all it gives him is a blockless 1 dice on blodge. Could have filled in this square, chained him up, and then come round above with someone. I don't even know who that someone is. Looks difficult to get around there. And diagonally blocked him in on the ball. I don't think it's worth it, but it was possible. Maybe it'd be better if he had like a different player there. Gets his mighty blow tackle hit for absolutely no reason, and now it's stunned and he can't blitz with it next turn. Pow there, chains his own elf out, gives him another 2 dice. So for some reason, he's giving up 3 2 dice blocks. That's not how you bully your way forward, is it? And now you can't mighty blow tackle next turn. And next turn is turn 4. So your mighty blow tackle comes back active on turn 5, and you're still basically stuck behind an entire team of pro elves. This is not the way to score. Two stuns. I mean, he's getting unlucky, right? The thing, but the problem is you can't learn from bad dice, right? The fact that he's done virtually nothing to the pro elves and immediately takes 2 armor 8 stuns when he gets hit back. You can't complain because you shouldn't be getting hit back. That should have been 1 blitz, which would have been push skull, and therefore you take 0 damage. That's what should have happened that turn. Doing it again. Why is he blitzing? I mean, he didn't have to do anything. The other guy based him. He just took the blocks. Oh, God, another 2 into 1. Awful. Never mind, just roll a pow and do a dodge, right? There we go. Always the Necro Blitz. All right. Can you do anything here? Not really. It does open the 1 dice round the back. Like, you know, the 5+ 1 dice for wrestle here. I think against this, I wouldn't even bother. I think you can probably just stop the score here by virtue of, like, the bad play from the Necro. So this would be a good time for the diving tackle to blitz this back zombie corner and go on the ball. Like, you've brought diving tackle, you might as well use it. He could chain push this zombie. I mean, to do what? Oh, wait. Top left, this one. I can't fill this square. So if you hit the ball carry, he's always going to go sideways. Because these two are stand firm and he's sidestep. I mean, you could possibly fill that square if you red diced the Wraith. But then the ball comes forward and it's between two guards, so I don't think that's worth it either. Gets an unlucky 1 in 9, so his diving tackle can't go on the ball. I mean, this was a good turn for it. And again, it's only a good turn for it because of the bad play from the Necro. That's the only reason it's useful. The Necro have jammed themselves into a tiny square. That's exactly where, like, diving tackle comes in handy. It's harder to clear off if everyone's in a clump. Everyone's based. That's just a Wood Elf run done, Dembeek. 28 other races. Oh, God. What the fuck is happening? Oh, Jesus. I mean, amazing. How good is diving tackle, right? Best skill ever. All right, which of the 7,000 ways to make use of this are you going to do? So many different ways. So you obviously want to be able to wrestle the ball. You want to do it outside of guard. This wrestle here is underneath a zombie, so you can just use him to chain. You can chain up. Does that help you in any way? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can get round there. But you could also chain him again after that. So the first thing I would do is chain him up. So that's the first block. Chain him up there. No point in chaining him down. You're just pushing him between two guards. And then even if you chain him down again, the guards are still annoying. So I think you chain him up. So that's the first block. Up he goes. What are we doing after that? Putting someone in there and then taking this block on the zombie because that leaves you as an assist on the ghoul. And then I guess you want to wrestle it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The 10 part sucks, doesn't it? To get round. But you haven't got anyone else who could really reliably sack the ball. I mean, you want to hit it with wrestle. I guess you could block with him and chain him out this way. Oh, that might... Oh, no, wait. He'll be there. It will be an assist, but there's someone already there, and you can't blitz from this square because of the guards. That might be the best way. I mean, maybe that's worse. I'd have to Samba it than just hoping for a power on 4 dice. The Team England coach with the onions is Purple Goo, and the Team Scotland coach with the Necro is Garlac. Serious. Yes, you have to do a dodge with the Blitzer. I just don't think there's a better option. This guy can block down, but again, would you really want to block to there? That doesn't do a lot, does it? So 2+ and then a 3+. It's a bunch of dice, but you could sack the ball this turn reasonably. There's so many chains on you. I'm probably just missing something. Like, I can't be asked to sit here for 5 minutes and go through them all. Can you see chaining that way? That doesn't give you 2 dice on the ball, I don't think. Or maybe you could block down there. So he's blocking over and following. And then that's blocks diagonally and chains him this way. But where's he going? Can't chain into him or him. So he's going right, which is pushing the zombies off. That does push him onto a wrestler, but it doesn't give you 2 dice. I guess you could then put someone here and he can block him, and someone needs to be there, and then you do get 2 dice with the wrestler. That could work. Doesn't matter because that's a POW. So no chain there. We are chaining down. Oh, come on. You couldn't work out something better than trying to red dice him in the direction where you don't have anyone anyway. He's still vaguely protected by guard. You still can only 1 dice him there. Oh no, wait, you could possibly come around from this angle, but the wrestler can't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, he can with a bunch of 2s, Sims this side. I hate it. I mean, there's no way it wasn't better to just do a 2+, 3+, and chain him up that way. Red dicing him here sucks. Luckily, the next one wasn't a skull, so... Red dicing him again? Oh, fuck off, game. I'm leaving. I need a minute break. I'm sick of Team England's dice. What are you doing, man? I don't care anymore. Red dice double pows for the shitty play from Purple Goo. And then this gets dub skulls. Honestly, if I would start putting money on Team England. Like, doesn't matter how bad they are, they just seem to win by dice. Like, it's crazy. They've had the craziest luck over a long period of 70 odd games now. They still haven't really been diced once. And this shit happens all the time. It's bizarre. Like, it's obviously nothing dodgy. It's just this lucky streak. But it's crazy. Like, if it carries on until fucking Eurobowl, get your money in on them. Look at that. Just look at that. That could have gone anywhere, and it goes the other side of the diving tackle. And then he snakes a rush. He snakes a rush. As well as the dub skulls. Another shitty dicing. Absolutely ridiculous. Oh, yeah, you can't learn anything from the dice. Like, Garlack was rubbish, but Purple Goo's, like, turn to sack the ball was also shit. Rolled 3 red dice sacks on a blodger. And managed to get double full pows. So the Pro Elves just get to win. And the rest of the game is pointless. Glorious victory once again, minus the glorious. Nope. It's not, because no pow and then a 1 in 9. Waiting for the second half, so at least we have something to talk about again. No, so the two things are not related, RD. The Necro have been incredibly unlucky. They've also been rubbish. Those are not related things. Yeah, but that those don't change the either thing. They're not they're not related to one another. Whether or not you've been unlucky is a matter of the RNG. Like, you don't have any control over that. This setup is dog shit, by the way. Still terrible. No idea why Purple Goo refuses to set up properly. Like, the game is won. You're 1-0 up. The game is just won. Or like, one of the very few things that can go wrong is a short kick blitz. Ignoring that that's a possibility and just hoping it doesn't happen is garbage. There's no other word for it. It's straight garbage. We've already seen it happen twice in these games. I mean, you don't necessarily have to set up for the worst case in every opportunity, right? And on turn 0, you can get a trade-off for not having, like, full columns or full chevrons, because the trade-off is you want to take your blocks. But you can set up safe enough. This wasn't that. There's no... He's done... You get absolutely no trade-off here. What is the trade-off for not defending the blitz here? Nothing. Literally nothing. There's no positive for the massive negative. It's just bad. Objectively bad. And I don't understand why he just refuses to set up properly. Because that's what it is at this point. Like, he's not stupid or anything. There's no way that once it's pointed out to you, you can't understand this. I would just be pissed. I'm spending $1,000 for this guy to be on my team in a team-based competition, and he just refuses to set up properly. I'd be pissed. Like, look at what he's doing right now. He understands the concept. He is screening the failed pickup. It's 1 in 36 to fail the pickup. It's 1 in 12 to get blitzed on. So he understands the concept because he's doing it right now. It doesn't matter, does it? You don't want like 4 players on the ball. The Wolf can reach, like, the ball has to be here anyway for like a team like Necro, right? The ball can't be down here. So like 1/8 of the pitch maybe. So the ball has to be here anyway. But we've seen short kick blitzes. One of K-Fool's opponents lost to one and some other guy lost to one. They happen. And there's no negative to defending it. I got tired of dunking on Garlack, but yes, his setup was crap. I don't know why the Wolf is deep. I don't know why anyone's anywhere. It's just a random symmetrical setup again. People obsessed with symmetry. Awful blitz. Worst possible blitz. Hardest target. A blodger. So you've made it 55%. Sidestep. So you can go wherever he wants if you get pushes. Just a terrible blitz. Could have 3-diced the catcher up there by just moving the Wolf over. Should have just blitzed, or could have just blitzed one of the soft targets and moved in to base the dodgeless players behind. Could have done anything that isn't blitz this. This is just like, if this is like extreme positive state thinking. I can get back in this if I kill this blitzer. Like, the odds of him killing that blitzer are so low. Again, we're not basing the dodgeless ones for no reason. He still hasn't done anything with his mighty blow. Like, that part's not his fault, right? He's just not getting good dice. I mean, this is just awful, isn't it? Leaves a complete open side, essentially. Like, it can be, like, screened from up here all the way down here with the ball over behind the screen. Like, into an easy score the turn after that. 2-0 basically guarantees a draw and very likely the win. I don't know why he made the shape on this side. I would have dodged and rolled some dice and come around the back there. Better for next turn. This guy's useless next turn now. Not enough of the left-hand side here is the wrestle ghoul or the block ghoul and the wolf should have both been over here. Yeah, Mighty Blow's done nothing. It's sad. Okay, at least he gets something with a foul. But there's not enough up here. And this guy went backwards instead of being down here to force the diagonal, to make the diagonal less cool. You can come back to the center for free now. So I watched Javin23, like a Spanish guy with one of the, if not the best tabletop stats in the world. Try to defend a Daka, like, which is basically wasn't done well and ended up being a do-si-do. And he looked like this, just lost, just running all of his players to follow the do-si-do, and then they just come back, and then he runs all of his players back. Like, apparently, like, Dakas and do-si-dos have just not made it. They're like tabletop or something. People just chasing around like a fucking dog in a car. I don't like that this is going to end up being baseable. Like, there's no reason to give the 1 in 36 chance here. He could have been back one, and you could have, like, double screened to make sure he couldn't be based. Feels unnecessary to allow the ball to be based here. And there's a snake. And that, I mean, like, that should remind you, like, snakes can happen. So now you're going to have, or should have, like, a fleshy on the ball. Like, so you're going to need to roll a snake. Like, completely unnecessarily. If the ball had just been double screened instead. This guy's just standing around doing dick and all. Never mind. So every Pro Elf should be based this turn. Every single one. You should force all the 1 in 36s. If you can force 4 1 in 36s, it's the same as forcing a 1 in 9. Exact same odds. Two removals are nice. So he's forced a 1 in 36, but probably just 1 is forced. And he can be safe. Like, these two at the back are free. These two didn't roll any dice to come round or to come over here and hold the side. He's just given the sideline for free. But that was a good turn for him dice-wise, finally. Oh, this is a weird choice. I don't know why he's gone that way. It looks like he's running backwards. Pop dodge. So he was a 1 in 6 away from possibly losing this win here because he allowed the ball to be based. Doing it again, didn't learn any lessons. So the ball could have come, but actually, come to think of it, he hasn't got enough players. Never mind, he has to, practically has to. I think if I'm Purple Goo there, I run the ball like literally all the way backwards. Like, you should have just learned from getting the ball based there. Okay, so now he's allowing you. So you want to go through this, and you really want to knock it down and move it out the way. So you should blitz. Finally, you should blitz this with the wolf, right? It doesn't have a buddy, so you can afford to blitz it with the wolf. Then you want to put the tackle on the ball. You want to put the fleshy on this side of the ball and the sidestepper on the outside here. So the ball is sandwiched between sidestep and stand firm. That's really what you want to do here, right? You want to force a 1 in 9. Like, this is a really, really bad position for the Pro Owls, which is why I would have run back. So that's not possible. Like, right now, he could lose his free win just because of shitty positioning and having to roll a 1 in 9, which we all know fails, like, 50% of the time. Okay, he's blitzing with the right player. Possibly not for the right reason, just because he loves blitzing with a witch, because he's a necro coach. Sorry, a wolf. But at least he's blitzing with the right player. Right. He comes down and bases one of the bottom ones. This one. Come down and base this one. No. No. Obviously, no. You want the stand firm to be there. Oh, no. Okay, at least put the guard in the right square. Okay, he's put the guard in the right square. Fleshy's in the wrong square. He is running out of players to be able to do the correct play here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He goes there. And then the wrestle goes there, creating a line. And then this guy dodges and 2 dices the ghoul into the wolf, into the blitzer, because it's not a stand firm. And then the blitzer can sidestep out and run away. That's probably the play I go for. All 2s. I don't risk a 1 in 9 anyway. Oh, actually, I take it back. That is a 2, isn't it? So, again, not a stand firm piece. I didn't see this guy had wrestle, my bad. Obviously, I'd know if I was playing the team. So this is a 2+, regardless. And then that gives you a 2+. So, didn't need to be clever. Had a wrestle, I didn't see. You know what would be really, really, really handy there? Stand firm. This is a move. Why have we added another 1 in 36 here? Let's see what he's going to end up and see if he could have just gone 1 square less. So he could have been there. Didn't have to be there. Let's see if, like, there makes a massive difference. So that is the 4th 1 in 36. Because of that extra one he tagged on, to do the dodge. That we're now in 1 in 9 territory. And no, he didn't need to be there, did he? At all. Quite obviously, in fact. Okay, so now you can't jam him in, and you've lost the opportunity that he gave you last turn. You can no longer jam this guy in. The best you can probably try to jam him in doing is blitzing this guy out of the way and doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, doing 2 rushes with him to stand there and then putting the other fleshy here. That works, but you have to blitz him. 2, 3, 4. And the problem is you have to blitz him with the wolf, which is, again, 2 into 1, which is not great. Actually, you're kind of standing in your own way if you go there. And no, you can do it. So the 2 into 1 to jam him in again, maybe you learned from the last time. Probably not, let's be honest. Oh, he could have done the above version. So the fleshy could have been directly above him. This could have been a block. And then you blitz the guy at the back and stand someone behind him. The Mighty Blow tackle sidestepper, maybe. That also works, right? Any version of forcing him to roll a 1 in 9 works. But, like, if you don't know that, then you're just never going to stop these situations. Like, 1 in 9s only fail 1 in 9 times. But you're going to lose far more of these if you turn them into 1 in 36s. That is, like, 3 out of 4 games you could have won that you don't anymore when these situations come up. Costing yourself wins and draws. If that was the play, why have we already moved the flesh golem? Like, if that was the play, why is the flesh golem there? It's not doing anything now. And again, this is just 1 in 36s. The wolf doesn't stop people coming round this way. The wrestle leaves him free. So we can even 2-dice the wolf if we want. Like, this is nothing. It's turn 6. So you needed to have done something by now. Like, you needed to force more than a couple of 1 in 36s. So as lame as it is, I would not have used this player to stand there. And I would have put this guy there and made a sideline cage instead. Because you've got sidestep, so the sideline cage shouldn't worry you that much. Because I would want to cover the failed dodge better. But it's all worked out fine. Because you don't have to score. If I needed a score, I would just do, you just leave it and maximize your chances of scoring. But you don't have to score. You're 1-0 up. No reason for this guy not to be 7 away instead of 9 away, is there? He's not doing anything there, is he? No, that's what I mean. So, like, if he's just being a scoring threat, why isn't he actually in range? Why is he 2 rushes away? No, they have not. Alright, scoring threat is down, so this is just free rolling. And he makes it anyway, so... So you should practice a 1 turn here. Like, honestly, I know that he probably doesn't give a shit, but I think this is, like, maybe they talked, right? Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they talked. But I think that Purple Goo should have set up properly, just so that Garlack can practice a 1 turn. These are supposed to be practice games, right? Night, RD. So 2 things. You don't need to do the whole method here. And if you are going to use the whole method, you should use the black hole method, where you have this one full as well, and you block diagonally, so you can eat a POW here and push this guy into the hole. So you can just eat a POW and that's fine. I mean, this is a movement 7 1 turn. I don't think he knows what he's doing. Okay, I take it back. He seems like he does know what he's doing. First time. I mean, and then he's rolled... Wait, what? Oh, he rolled a POW push. Okay, so he rolled POWs into skulls. So yeah, I mean, not a good game, was it? Purple Goo allowing all kinds of pressure that just didn't materialize because Garlack's not good enough to recognize where he should put players. Yet. I'm going to say yet. He might get better. But right now, not good enough. Shouldn't allow that kind of pressure. Shouldn't allow your ball to be squashed between two stand firms or 2 side steps or whatever. I mean, or stand firm and side step, one or the other. But, you know, got away with it just because Garlack didn't do it. Just not a good game all round. But all that'll matter to Team England is that there's another victory for Team England. Don't they look good?